Hello, everyone. Today, let's explore a classic mystery that once made generations of children tremble. A legendary stretch of sea that now seems to have quietly faded into oblivion. The Bermuda Triangle. Do you ever dig through your childhood memories and suddenly shiver at that name? It was a place that, just thinking about it, sent a chill down your spine, equal parts mysterious and terrifying. In an era before information was so widespread, the Bermuda Triangle was synonymous with the Devil's Triangle, or Earth's black hole. But have you noticed, this region that once shook the globe, that everyone knew, is rarely mentioned anymore. It's as if it simply vanished into the ocean. Why? Have all the mysteries been solved? Or is a more terrifying truth being hidden? Today, let's become scientific detectives, clear away the fog that has lasted for more than half a century, and uncover the final secret of the Bermuda Triangle, from its mythic rise to its permanent sinking. First, we need to go back in time to the last century to understand why the Bermuda Triangle became the star of our childhood nightmares. The Triangle is a region in the North Atlantic formed by connecting 3 points, the islands of Bermuda, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and Miami. It became famous not for its beauty, but for a horrifying record of disappearances that gave everyone goosebumps. Let's start with the most terrifying case. December 5th, 1945. 5 U.S. Navy Avenger torpedo bombers, led by an experienced officer named Charles Taylor, took off for what should have been a routine training flight. But mid-flight, Taylor sent a confused radio signal. "We don't know where we are. We seem to be off course. All my compasses are broken. Navigation is haywire. Even the ocean looks strange." Then he added, "Don't follow me. They look like..." And the transmission was abruptly cut. That final phrase, "what was they?" became an eternal mystery. When the base sent a giant Martin Mariner rescue plane after them, that plane also vanished without a trace. 6 aircraft, 27 crewmen, none ever returned. It remains one of the most baffling accidents in U.S. Navy history. Then, in 1948 and 1949, 2 British civilian airliners also vanished in the region, taking 53 passengers and crew. In 1942, the SS Cyclops, a massive ship carrying 360 people and over 10,000 tons of manganese, disappeared completely. No debris, no SOS. These incidents piled up, turning the Bermuda Triangle into a symbol of the supernatural. By the 1950s, the media was in a frenzy. UFOs were abducting planes, time portals were swallowing ships, or perhaps the ruins of Atlantis were taking revenge. In 1974, Charles Berlitz's book, The Bermuda Triangle, became a phenomenon, selling over 20 million copies and pushing the legend to its peak. But behind the allure was massive exaggeration. Many incidents were taken from other seas, or were ordinary accidents blown up into supernatural events. But science wouldn't let these ghost stories last forever. Researchers began to peel back the fog layer by layer. First, they pointed out that the number of accidents in the Bermuda Triangle was not higher than in other busy waterways. According to U.S. maritime safety statistics, from 1919 to 1990, the region had only 36 major disappearances, while the Gulf of Mexico, a comparable area, had over 100. So why did it seem so demonic? The answer lies in traffic density. The Triangle is the busiest shipping and air route in the Atlantic, with thousands of flights and vessels passing through annually. Combine that with extreme weather, tropical storms, 18-meter-high rogue waves, and the swift Gulf Stream current, which can flow at 80 kilometers an hour, and accidents are inevitable. The Gulf Stream can also sweep debris away, making it disappear from view. Furthermore, compasses are affected by magnetic variation. This is a known geomagnetic phenomenon that interferes with the Earth's magnetic field, causing compasses to point in the wrong direction. This is why it was so easy to get lost before GPS. Another factor, methane gas. The Bermuda bedseed is full of methane gas pockets from decomposing organic matter. When triggered by storms or seismic activity, this gas can erupt, suddenly lowering the water's density. Ships lose all buoyancy and sink like a stone without even time to send an SOS. Planes flying through might hit a methane pit, causing engines to fail from a lack of oxygen. As for Flight 19 in 1945, modern analysis points to a much more practical cause. Charles Taylor, the flight commander, had a history of getting lost at sea, even having to ditch his plane before. On that day, his compass likely was broken, but he stubbornly refused to yield command to another pilot and mistook a small chain of islands for the Florida Keys. In reality, they had flown seriously off course, heading deep into the vast, dangerous Atlantic. All clocks are broken was likely a collective hallucination caused by bad weather and disorientation, a common psychological phenomenon for pilots. And the rescue plane? It was a Martin Mariner flying at night, a model known to be dangerously flammable and loaded with fuel. The probability of it exploding mid-air due to a technical fault was very high. Even with science debunking the myth, conspiracy theorists still try to refute it, claiming the government is hiding evidence of UFOs. But when the mystery is reduced to bad weather, navigational errors, and methane bubbles, natural, if terrifying, phenomena, the allure of the story fades. People would rather hear about alien abductions than a ship sinking from gas bubbles, right? With the advance of technology, the risk has plummeted. Global positioning systems, GPS, advanced radar, satellite communication, stronger hulls, and accurate weather forecasting have made it easy for ships and planes to overcome the triangle's natural challenges. Today, this sea is no longer a forbidden zone. It's a normal route that millions of flights and vessels transit safely every year. So, the sinking of the Bermuda Triangle legend is not because it was sealed off or completely solved, but because we grew up. Our understanding improved. Through the lens of science, we saw through the overhyped legends and recognized a natural world that is complex and real. The next time you hear the name Bermuda Triangle, don't be afraid. Look at it with new understanding. It is a region that bore witness to humanity's courage to explore, and also to the limits of our perception. It is a beacon marking our journey from superstition to science. The legend may be over, but the exploration of the unknown never stops. See you all in the next video. Remember to like and share, and let's continue our journey exploring fascinating mysteries together.